Urban Therapy with Sun752. This your daily go-getterism number 538 for March 24th, 2016. Tonight I want to talk to y'all about being lazy and unmotivated. Being lazy and unmotivated. I can't think of a worse combo than that. I mean, lazy people can really get on your nerves, and unmotivated people can really get up under your skin, because when you're dealing with somebody that's unmotivated, you know that you're dealing with somebody who has the skills to pay the bills. You're dealing with somebody who is talented. You're dealing with somebody who's intelligent. You're dealing with somebody who's smart. You're dealing with somebody who was raised right. You're dealing with somebody who knows what they can do and what they should do, but they just haven't found the place to channel all of their good energy into. So they chilling. See, there's a difference between being lazy and being unmotivated. And I guess for me personally, if I had to choose between the two, I would choose a person that was unmotivated, because they just may not be in a space where they can make good use of the skills that they have or the talent that they possess. You know, when you're dealing with a lazy person, you're dealing with somebody who may or may not be talented, but they're not even willing to compensate for what they are lacking, because they just want to be like this. That's what they want to do. They want to put their feet up. They want to chill. Yeah, all right, I'm about to get started. All right. Sometimes we get a little confused about what laziness really is, because a lot of times we call people lazy, but they're energetic in what they want to do. So they can find the energy to do all of the things that they want to do, but they can't find the energy to do the things that they need to do or the things that you need them to do. So it's a different type of laziness. So I don't know if they're just mixing in their unmotivational characteristics in with their laziness. But some people are lazy and unmotivated. See, I don't know. When it comes to laziness, like I said, they may not have the same skill set as somebody that's unmotivated. Like, we know what an unmotivated person can do, but when it comes to a lazy person, we're talking about somebody who will sit around and let everybody else do the work while they collect a check. You know, when you're dealing with a lazy person at work, that's when it gets bad, because a lazy person at work will start to tap into your character, because you don't want to be a snitch if you're not the type of person that is a snitch. You don't want to have to tell on your coworker, because y'all might be cool, but they're not carrying their own weight. So when they lazy and you bring it to their attention, like, listen, man, let's go ahead and get this work done, they trying to talk you into being lazy like they are. Let somebody else do it. Or they'll say things like, well, they ain't paying me enough to do this. They ain't paying me enough to do that. Dude, they paying you what they paying you, and they paying you what they promised to pay you at the time of your hiring. If you ain't want the job, you should have took it. But you took the job, so you got to do it. You don't have everybody else doing your work while you sit around like you the owner. Notice I didn't say supervisor or manager, because they still have to work. They may not have to do this. I'm not going to get into all of that. Bottom line is this. You know, it's really hard to deal with a lazy person, especially if you're dealing with a lazy person romantically. If you're dealing with a lazy person romantically, then more than likely the issue of money is going to come into play. So a lazy person, let's say y'all sharing this, y'all living together, or y'all married or something like that, and you know, because of their laziness, they may be getting reprimanded at work, getting suspended, which is hurting their bottom line. Maybe they get fired every now and then. They taking days off and you know, just exhibiting really irresponsible behavior. But it's because of their laziness. You know, it's one thing to take off from work because you're sick. It's another thing to take off from work even if you just want to do something recreational. But it's a whole totally different other thing to take off for work just because you don't feel like going. You don't claim to hate the job, but I woke up this morning, I ain't feeling it, so I ain't going. So you may or may not be getting paid for that day, but you don't even care. Then you lay around the crib all day not doing shit, while your partner, your husband or your wife or your girl or your man, like they go out and they earn, they keep, and you just been in the house all day chilling. You ain't clean up, you ain't cook, you ain't do nothing. If you're a man, dealing with a lazy man, I'm sure ladies out there gotta really be tripping off of that. Like a lazy dude won't do home repairs, won't get a job, but has enough energy to play video games all day, has enough energy to, I don't know, run the streets if you feel like it, go run balls, something like, I don't know. But they can't put that energy into, some money making ventures or whatever. If you're a person that's lazy and unmotivated, that's a really negative cocktail right there. Because that means that you do have the skills to pay the bills, but not only are you in search of a place where you can really shine, where you can really be productive, but you're also not even trying to do nothing. Like, you won't want to do nothing. And you might be the type that will sponge off of somebody else. Couch surfing. And don't get me wrong, a lot of times when it comes to people who are labeled lazy and unmotivated or whatever, a lot of times they're going through a depression. Excuse me. A lot of times they're going through a depression. And that is a legitimate reason for being lazy and unmotivated, but come on, man. The least you could do is identify that problem and seek out some help. And for those of you who don't know some of the symptoms of a person that's going through depression, I suggest that you Google that. Seriously, Google that and find out what's really good, because just Google symptoms of depression. And if you're dealing with a person that's going through those things, then try to have a little bit more patience for them, because more than likely they can't dig themselves out of the hole that they're in. They're in deep, and it hurts. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And just remember, when you're dealing with a lazy person, there are a whole lot of characteristics, and most of those characteristics of those people are flaws. So, try to help out. I would suggest that you try to help out a person that you really care about as much as possible. But if they're not showing any type of motivation to at least help you help them, or at least help themselves and get help from you, which is really the same thing I just said, what you going to do? You're going to have to make a move. And it may take you a long time to make a move, because I know how it go. When you believe in somebody, sometimes you believe in a person more than they believe in themselves, and we all get caught out there sometimes with somebody that, of that ilk. But there comes a time you gotta make a move, man. Speaking of making a move, you see what they doing right here? See the cats right there? They ain't lazy. They ain't unmotivated. They're trying to get themselves in shape. I'm with all of that. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Anyway, we're going on the spring cleaning event. The spring cleaning event this Saturday. Going hiking in the park like we do every month around this time. I guess it's unofficially the last Saturday of every month. I never really said that, but I'm going to say it now. We go on a hike every last Saturday of the month. So we start at 10 o'clock until we get done. It usually takes about 2 hours. Wissahickon Avenue, Rittenhouse Street in Germantown, Philadelphia. I mean, it's simple as that, man. Come through, get it in with us. And don't forget to check out the Daily Go Getter Show every single day, every day at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 347-677-1533. Once again, the number to call is area code 347-677-1533. Check us out Every day, every single day. No holidays, no nothing. No vacation days. We there every day. And we already up to like 541. So I'll let y'all later. Y'all have a great night. Don't be lazy and shit. I mean, get your ass up at 6 o'clock. Don't be lazy. Check us out.